Kick it off straight away. What is aquascaping? For that I'm going to use a book and a direct quote from George Farmer. Aquascaping is the art of creating a beautiful aquarium. I like to explain the term as landscape gardening but underwater. Yeah, so that's exactly what it is. So why the quote from George Farmer? Well, I want to briefly explain this just before we go any further. It was George's content that I found 5 years ago on YouTube. I'd been keeping fish for many years before that, but I had no idea about aquascaping, planted aquariums, nature aquariums. Found his content on YouTube, and from that day, everything changed. So let's go into more detail about aquascaping. Like we previously mentioned, it's an underwater landscape that you're trying to create in your aquarium using various materials. Materials like driftwood, or this one I think is called honeycomb wood, or they might be called dragon wood, which is wood but looks more like almost like a rock. So if you were to combine that with something like dragonstone, it would look more uniform and more natural, and that's kind of what you're trying to achieve in aquascaping. You're trying to make this natural look, this almost scenery kind of look. So if you look at my aquarium here, the Jewel Rio, where I've tried to use that rule as best as I can, where you've got this like triangle composition from left to right, and hopefully that's kind of in the golden ratio here. So your eye should come here and lead your way down here. So we've discussed what it is, but where do you start? Where do you start aquascaping? How do you start aquascaping? Well, firstly, if you've already got an aquarium like I had, that's a bit easier. Simply add some natural materials, get rid of those fake plants, add some real aquatic plants, and start learning how to grow these plants. Start trying to grow them. And once you've got that far, you're in, and you can start moving forward with different ideas and concepts, and you'll have a bit more confidence in yourself and how you go forward. If you've not got an aquarium, if you're just completely new and just want to start it, then my best advice, find a container of some description that holds water that you can look into and do something with that. Obviously, if it's a small bowl, could be a coffee jar, could be a cube kind of tank. Obviously, if it is these kind of small containers or jars or tanks, obviously a lot of livestock are not suitable, so it might just be plants and materials you have to use. But that's a great way to start. Get your container of whatever it is, your tank, your bowl, and use some aqua soil. This is a shrimp soil. Little clue there, what we're doing soon with shrimp soil. And then put some natural wood, rock, some plants into that container, and try and grow those plants. Try and make and try and create some sort of scenery, some sort of natural looking scape. If you've got a light, great. If you've no light, stick it in the window. See how it does. I once did a coffee jar in the windowsill up there actually. One piece of rock, a little bit of sand, some plants, just for a practice. See what happened, and it worked. If I can find footage of that, I'll show you that, but I'm not sure I can. That's quite some time ago. But yeah, that's it, guys. So yeah, you can start quite easily without any real hassle. Coming soon, we are going to do a tank, and we're going to do it on a budget, and we're going to see what we can do. I think it's quite exciting to see what we can do with a budget, and do a very low-tech basic aquarium. And other than that, guys, I've rambled long enough now. I'm going to leave it go. I'm going to go away. But I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have, you know what to do. And for now, goodbye.